Hey there. Welcome back, people, and a huge welcome to my Thrival tribe. If you haven't met me before, my name is Lexi Tommy, and this is my Thrival Guide. Every Thursday, I sit down, I talk to you about how to get your life together. It's a fun little channel on adulting, and it's going to help everything in your day-to-day go much smoother. So stay tuned today and subscribe below so I can keep coming back every Thursday. It's almost Christmas time, but don't you worry. I am here for you during your Christmas season. Some of the best Christmases for me were the ones that were super simple. Easy presents, easy plans for the meals, and getting together with friends and family. Let's talk about simplifying the Christmas holidays so that you can enjoy them to their maximum too. Last Christmas was COVID and everything changed. We had the option to curl up into a ball and have everything go wrong for us, or to make it an opportunity to make something fantastic. Every Christmas, we have always felt obligated to travel. We have never really had the chance to have our own little Christmas with our own little family that we have created. So we made the most of it. We planned everything as a family, and we had time to volunteer and do some of the things that we always wanted to get to. We had time to just toboggan with the four of us. We had time to lay on couches in our snuggly clothes and watch my husband's favorite Christmas movie. Christmas supper was simple and it was awesome. It was created by each member of our family picking something that they wanted to eat. My husband wanted ribs for Christmas supper, so we made him ribs. And I wanted mashed potatoes, so we had that. And my daughter wanted something else, and my son wanted something else, and we threw in a couple of nutritional items. And we had the best time. The meal turned out to be so delicious and so easy. We picked it up, we popped it together, and we had a great time. In the morning, we went crazy. We opened gifts. We had fun actually looking at and enjoying what we had received. And instead of this big, elaborate Christmas breakfast, I asked the kids, what do you want? And we decided on sticky cinnamon buns and ice cream. And it was great. And I can't tell you that it was any less calories than what Christmas morning breakfast would have been anyways. And it's new traditions we created that we normally would not have had the opportunity to create. So when we are home, when we are at our home, we are going to have everyone picks an item for supper and ice cream for breakfast. And that's the thing. That was food for two kind of bigger, traditionally bigger meals during the Christmas season. But so many people seem to think that that's all festivities are about, is food. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to serve food at your get-togethers. And for our ages of children, I actually prefer events to be the early afternoon instead. They are happier then, they're not so overtired and cranky. Try hosting between 2 and 4 o'clock. Coffee and chips or some kind of snack and some snack bowls is all you'll really need to have a great time. It takes the pressure off of cooking. And let's say that you have some stragglers and they stay after 4 o'clock. You can offer to order some pizza or throw in some frozen pizzas that you had in the freezer downstairs, and all of a sudden you're still the hostess with the mostest. It's a great opportunity to show a good time without the pressure being on food. And let's talk about festivities and cleanup. Cleanups can be a nightmare during the holidays. I celebrated my last child's birthday in a totally different way. We had a couple little kids over at the house. It was very minimal, but even a few kids, even one kid, can be a total tornado in a household. So instead of opening up our entire playroom for them to go wild on, we brought up one giant bucket of toys that they played with in the living room. We threw a whole bunch of blown up balloons all over the floor, and we had a dance party, and it was wonderful, and the kids had a great time, and they burned off a ton of their hyperactive energy, and they enjoyed every second of it. So instead of making your house the event, make it clear to especially your little guests that you're catering right to them. Give them a space that they can enjoy. Give them events and toys and direction that they can enjoy and let them have a great time. My husband and I realized early on that gifts are not our love language. I talked about that a little bit in my last video. So if you want to know why or what we do instead, go ahead and watch that video. I'll link it below. But I do remember when we came to the realization that it wasn't our love language. It was like a big intercom going off saying, hello, what are you guys doing? Neither one of you has a gift love language. What have you been doing all of these years? Have those conversations with your partner if you suspect that perhaps gifts is not your love language, and let them know what you would like instead. Maybe it's a date night. Maybe it's something special with just them. It can take the pressure off that day and the upcoming season. Another way that you can kind of look at Christmas while also practicing minimalism is have those conversations with the loved ones around you. Talk with them specifically about your desire to have your children have simplicity in their life so that they don't grow up with anxiety and feelings of overwhelm, that they're able to play and create and enjoy. If friends are getting together, make it a no gifts thing. Make sure it's a clear no gifts thing. If it's relatives getting together, suggest making the planned event and some kind of activity in the event is the gift that you are having. Grandparents getting gifts, I'm not going to fight you on it. I will not arm wrestle you on whether or not you give my kid a gift. I think it's wonderful, and I think it's a good way for you to connect with that child and enjoy something with them. Maybe it's something that they build, maybe it's something that they make, maybe it's something that's personalized to them. The fact is that you thought about it and that you really wanted to do that for them, and that's fine. Maybe consider, instead of buying a whole bunch of gifts that are lower quality, that might fall apart in 2 seconds, that they will lose interest in, that end up at the bottom of the bin. Instead of that, invest in one gift. One gift is enough for a child. You don't need to get them 5. One is enough. Kids just like what they like. Things don't have to be expensive to kids. They see something, and for whatever reason, they love it. My son loves rocks. My daughter also loves rocks. They love polished rocks. They love different colored rocks. In fact, for their advent calendar this year, I got them, instead of candy or instead of little toys, we have been doing polished gemstones and rocks in each little advent drawer. The expense really doesn't play in when it comes to kids. It's whether or not it is something that they really enjoy. And keep that in mind when you're looking to buy a gift for a child. Talk with their parents, see what they're into, see what they have already, see what they're looking for, see what's on their Christmas list, and get something from that. As you know, I am all about the consumables. We talked about that last video. It's a really good way to give gifts. My children thrive on quality time. They would much rather have a Menchie's gift card that promises that you're going to take them out one-on-one for a little date than have any other toy. I know that I personally am going to be giving more gifts like this in the future. There are terrific ideas out there for consumable gifts. If you ever get stuck, hit up Pinterest. And if you need a few more gift ideas, go ahead and hit up my YouTube channel. Click the minimalist gift giving video and it will get you all of those ideas in one spot. Making these changes can be really tough, trust me, I totally get it. I was torn on some of these concepts after my children were born. So many gifts coming at Christmas time, all super appreciated, but filling up my home. They were overwhelming my children, and I would spend days sorting and clearing out their playroom to make room. Christmas can be totally overwhelming for some people. I actually remember a few Christmases very early on after I'd had my daughter where I wondered, did I actually get her enough? I was trying to think, did I fail somehow? Did I not make the cut? Like, what did I do wrong? I came to the realization that it wasn't how many things I got her. The 3 gifts that I did get her were really thought out, were things that she would really use and really wanted. And that was good enough for me. I would love to hear your opinions in the comment section below. I want you to tell me, has this been something that you have gone through? Is this something that you're struggling with? What are the great ideas that you have had? But whatever you decide, please remember that you can choose and that sometimes the simplest ideas produce the biggest memories. For this upcoming Christmas season, being calm and light will make the world of difference in terms of your enjoyment and the enjoyment of others around you. We don't have to be Martha Stewart. Not every corner or every bow has to be Pinterest worthy. Dang it, Chinese food might be delicious for Christmas supper. Get creative, figure out what you're good at, figure out what you enjoy, do more of the things you do enjoy, and forget the rest. Broaden your mind to changing the events and the festivities around you to make the memory making the priority. Make it simple. Cut out the excess. Give it a try. It may just be the best Christmas you've had yet. If this video helped you, let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe so I can keep coming back every Thursday. Welcome, Thrivers, to my Thrival tribe. We'll see you soon.